He has to reprint a label for one thing we got together on eBay. He printed it out for a medium, but we needed to change it out and put it in a large.
Why don't we just use a bigger box all the time?
To save money. Save customers money. They think that we're cool people that we... I still got to write the program, so...
Okay.
Well, it's not have a problem with the VG because it's got the 2 lines. A little bit more. Okay. I'm trying to line that hole up. That's what I was trying to do. I ain't off by too much yet. Just a little bit more.
This one seems to have the same compressor wheel, but it's just a different design. So this turbine housing is completely recasted. It's got the V-band connection to the manifold. And the good thing about this one is that the wastegate repair kits for the factory turbo still work on this aftermarket turbine housing. So this one is just a TD04 conversion. The thing that I do like about this one is the turbine housing looks very good quality because it's a stainless steel part, and it's also redesigned so it can work with a TD04 HL turbine, because the factory turbine housing isn't really easily machined. Well, it's not really reasonable to machine the factory turbine housing for a TD04 HL turbine, which is the biggest version of that turbine. The main reason why it's not possible is because there's not really enough material in there to machine the factory housing. So this one's the, completely recasted MMP housing. And it's got a really big mouth on it. It just looks like a really good quality part. And then the compressor housing is just a TD04 cover. The turbine wheel that was in this one, it's a unique kind of looking turbine, but the TD04 HL 9 blade looks like it is a direct fit for that, which looks really nice. That will work. So for this one, we had to replace the backside, so we sleeved this with a piece of steel that we had so that we could repair this one, because this piece, it was too far worn out, and we had to sleeve it to restore the tolerances so the piston ring will close. Otherwise, you'd have to remake the whole bearing housing, which it seemed easier to fix the one that he already had, so that's what we did. It's the one for the ball bearing version of the turbo. So this one, I guess it must have been a really early model that MMP had done, because they clearly had the ability to redesign their turbine housings, but this one was an OEM housing just machined out. See, it's also got a flange welded on there, and it's welded up on the back side, so they have more material to be able to machine out. You can see how much they cut out of this one. This turbo takes a normal TD04 rebuild kit, and it also takes the normal n54 wastegate repair kit. And the turbine wheel is the same as a TD04 HL, and the compressor wheel is just a 19T billet compressor wheel. So I think it's 46 millimeter by 58 millimeter. If you have trouble finding these parts, I'll go ahead and link to the parts that I have available. Otherwise, if you want to continue watching videos like this, you can always subscribe. I wanted to do the video on this rebuild, but I think I kind of had some miscommunication with my employee doing the video on that, and he just went ahead and built it. So this one's already been shipped, but if you want to watch the video for the ball bearing MMP turbos, I'm planning on doing a video on that one.